All right. Well, so many times we're out there, and I'm sure you've seen it. It makes you cringe, it annoys you, and it probably just makes you roll your eyes. Bad marketing. There's so much out there, and I thought I'd take a moment just to share some of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to marketing, and I'd like to hear from yours. I'd like to hear what makes you cringe when it comes to bad marketing. So sit back and relax. We're going to be covering some entertaining marketing strategies. And I want you to think for a moment, if you are marketing your business, are you guilty of these? I have been guilty of some of these in my career, as we're always looking to better ourselves, and by being aware of not only what good marketing is, but also what bad marketing is, we can start making wiser decisions. So the first one I've got is ego-centric marketing. So this is when somebody's just all about themselves. They just seem a little too into themselves. Now, I'm a big fan of personal branding, and whether it's Oprah, Tony Robbins, or like him or not, Donald Trump, they've all used their brand, their personal brand, to elevate their influence. And I think that can be a very powerful thing, but there's a fine line between using your brand and being very egocentric. So if it's all about you, it's not about your customers, what do you expect people to do? Be blown away by your ego? It's probably just going to push them away. So highly recommend putting your own image out there, sharing yourself and your personal insights, but don't overdo it. It's not all about you, it's about those you serve. Number 2, we're talking about the clickbait and switch. The clickbait and switch, I'm sure you've seen it many times, where someone has a nice graphic, or maybe they have a nice headline, and you click it and you get something and you're like, that's not what you said you were going to give me. And it's like they just put a little piece of cheese out there to get your attention. Now, while this can get someone to click and get someone's attention, I think it's actually detrimental, because then it trains them, number one, to quit clicking things, because they're going to start being skeptical. But also, it has the challenge of losing someone's trust right out the gate. So how do you feel if someone tricks you into doing something just to get your attention? Okay, you've got it. Okay, that was a joke. It's not real. Okay, I'm going to turn the page, right? So click, bait, and switch. Don't try to fool people into taking an action. Be genuine and sincere. Really put something out there that's going to be genuine and cater to their interests and provide value, and then deliver on it. So that's a really simple thing, because no one likes to be shocked and appalled that you did something to manipulate their attention. All right, so the next thing is number 3. One of my biggest pet peeves is inauthentic lead-ins. What the heck is an inauthentic lead-in? Well, before we get there, I'd like to ask you if you could like, share, subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. As a growth amplifier out there in the world, I'm trying to put out this message to others to help them grow and amplify their business. So taking a moment to do that would be great. It's a small ask, but notice how I'm asking you something small. I'm not trying to propose to you. And that's an inauthentic lead-in. If someone's really just trying to say something nice, it's inauthentic. Maybe it's templated, and they're trying to ask you to hire them or something. Like, hi, I really think your articles are great. They're the best thing I've ever seen in my whole entire world. And I just think you're amazing. By the way, do you want to buy my services? Do you want to buy my product? Which article were you looking at? The one that... So if you're going to be reaching out to people, which I highly actually recommend, reach out to people. If you know who your ideal customers are, reach out to people, start engagement, start conversations. That's a really effective way to build relationships. And it's all about relationships, coming at it from an authentic manner, but be real with it. Don't just simply use a template and think that people can't see through that. So be authentic when you're connecting with people, start a dialogue, have a conversation, and be genuine. No one likes the false flattery. Kind of cringeworthy. Office Space humor. All right, so then we have the over-promised claims. And you probably seen this when someone is just hyping something as the silver bullet. This is the greatest thing since sliced bread. If you would just pay me and buy my product or service, you will get everything in life you want without anything that you don't, without having to try any at all, right? It's the silver bullet. And actually took a screen grab of this because I was watching YouTube, this ad flashed in front of me, and they started giving this ridiculous pitch that I was listening to, and I was washing the dishes, and I couldn't skip past it. So I'm like, what is this dumb ass ad? This ad was trying to claim basically people could make thousands of dollars a month without having to do anything. Just pay them money and they'll show you how. So I was curious, what are they doing? I'm not interested because it sounds like dumbassness. And it was. And I clicked and I looked, and in their fine print, you can see that it says the typical purchase does not make any money using the system. The company does not guarantee income or success. And examples shown in this presentation do not represent or indicate future success or earnings. How awful is that? Now that's at the very end of a very long sales page. So there's a lot of people out there using over-promised claims, and quite frankly, I think it's awful. And last but not least, I see this a lot with some of the people that I work with, and no offense to you if you're doing this, but you want to be aware of it because you don't want to be putting out bad marketing. It's terrible talk. This is just terrible technical talk. So this is an example. CPAs, accountants, bookkeepers, sometimes they're really into the nuances of tax or finances, and they're excited about what they know and how they can use that information to help their clients. So then they start putting out content about taxes and the tax laws and all this technical talk that no one understands or no one really wants to see. And so that gets people to tune out. So rather than talking about the technical aspects and all the nitty-gritty that I don't even understand, focus about what will this law do and how will this help me? Because nobody wants that terrible talk, right? So these are just 5 of the strategies that I think are bad when it comes to marketing. I'd love to hear what you think bad marketing is. Is it the egocentric? Is it the bait and switch, the silver bullet, or something else? Put it in the comments. That would be great. And any likes and shares are appreciated. This has been Kenny Harper with Growth Amplifiers. We're dedicated to amplify businesses, those that serve a higher purpose, those that have the attitude, expertise, and drive to thrive. And if you would like to subscribe, go to Growth Amplifiers, go to our website on YouTube, go to our channel on YouTube and subscribe. We appreciate you.